Max, what are employers' obligations around vaccination?
We need to revert to the employment law to see what the judiciary says where the employer's obligations are in relation to vaccinations. There's really only one particular employment law case that's actually been dealt with quite seriously. One is the GF versus New Zealand Customs. In that particular decision, the Customs dismissed an employee for being unvaccinated. Now, they went through quite a large process before they got to that determination, but certainly that was the conclusion they came to. Now, the things that were very profound in that decision was the Employment Authority leaned totally on the Health and Safety at Work Act, and that's where all employers must do that today. Two things: they got to make practical and reasonable decisions. The next thing the authority did was assess that anybody unvaccinated presented a risk to the workplace, a health and safety risk. The next factor that employers are required to do is to undertake a safety assessment of each particular role in the workplace. Can they work from home? Can they work isolated in the workplace and have staggered meal breaks, wearing masks? Those things need to assess each particular role. Then the next factor you need to do is have a vaccination policy. In that vaccination policy, you should determine whether yours is a blanket workplace where nobody is there to work at all unless they're vaccinated, or perhaps you can entertain some particular roles that are not vaccinated. Third thing is consult. Now, what that means is you need to talk to your employees right through this particular process. If you're setting policy, take your employees for the ride. Tell them you're doing it, engage with them. You can make the final decision, but you should listen to their views on the matter and take it into consideration. At the end of the day, if you've got an unvaccinated person presents a risk to the workplace, that's their choice whether they're vaccinated or not, and if they decide not to, it's your choice whether you have them in the workplace or not, or whether you can entertain them. Your decision is you must keep a health and safety workplace. If you fail on those three obligations, the WorkSafe could come through and actually sue you or take you and get you a penalty through the Employment Relations Authority. Not a place I would recommend you being. In fact, our legislation came from Australia, and then over there right now, the government have issued, or the state governments have issued instructions to WorkSafe to start prosecuting and penalising employers who didn't take the reasonable steps to keep their workplace safe. So bear that in mind. Not only does it happen to employees, but also you need to have a policy in relation to your customers, to suppliers, people that might come and go out of your workplace. You have any problems? You're welcome to come back to the Whitehead Group. That's me. For the facts, talk to Max.